Hi everyone, it's Caroline Cousins of www.transformationalenergyexpert.com. All the links are down below. Okay, I want to talk about cyberbullying because cyberbullying is on the increase now in the world, particularly across all social media. There's so much social media out there on the internet that now it's become very prevalent for people to voice their opinions and target individuals and actually just spread a lot of negativity. Okay, and it's something that I actually endured myself about 3 weeks ago and got a bit of a shock as a result of it. So I've experienced this firsthand, but I also know that many other celebrities out there, many other therapists that do similar work to me or work within the spiritual field or energetic field also have experienced targeted bullies. Okay. So the first thing to do with bullies, I'm going to say straight away, the first thing to do with bullies is that you do not engage any conversation with them. So the moment you start to feel like you're being attacked or persecuted or someone's got another agenda or they're being very negative, do not respond. That's the first thing to do. Do not respond. It's the mistake that I made. I did respond, and I'll tell you about what happened in a moment. So the first thing is do not respond. Now you can either choose to ignore it and just carry on, but sometimes, it gets a bit out of hand, which is what happened with my experience. So in which case you come off the social media, sign out. Don't just come off it and switch the phone off. Sign out of it for a while. So step away from it a while. And then the next thing you want to do is, how is this making you feel? Okay, how does this make me feel? What they're doing, what they're saying, how is it making me feel? Now, if it's making you feel shaky or shocked, or if you feel targeted or persecuted, then it's triggering something that's already laying within your energy field, okay? Because you've attracted that experience into you for some reason. Who knows what reason? It could be another lifetime reason. It's not really important what reason it's come into you. The fact is, there may be something that's running within your energy field that has attracted that experience into you. Therefore, the trigger, that original energy, already exists within your energy field. So what is it making you feel? Because you want to clear that trigger. We want to get rid of that trigger because you don't want to go on being bullied through life and feeling targeted, feeling persecuted, feeling vulnerable. We don't want that. We want to clear what it is that's being triggered within you, because we're working with energy here. Okay, everything is energy, everything is vibration. Every conversation you have, every relationship you have, everything is based upon that constant interaction, that constant vibrational exchange, okay? So there's frequencies hitting off all the time because we're coming from different programs all the time in our subconscious minds. So all relationships are about programs interacting, and it's the same with the bully and the victim relationship. There's energy frequencies interacting here, and this is how I'm looking at it. So there are beliefs that you are running and emotions that you are running and buried feelings that you are running as the victim that is triggering the feeling there. Because if you didn't have those, it wouldn't bother you what these bullies said. You just dismiss it and ignore it and think, what a load of rubbish, what useless people they are, So you would just dismiss it. It wouldn't affect you. But it's only when you're running something deeper within your energy that you recognize that actually they are triggering me in some way. So what is it I'm feeling? So take a piece of paper and write down all the things that's making you feel. Maybe I'm persecuted, I feel bullied, I feel powerless, I feel out of control, I feel helpless, I feel worthless, I feel small. Sometimes that's an indication that it could be coming from bullying when you were a child. I feel something else. It could be that you're taken, if you believe in other lifetimes, it could be that you're suddenly taken to an image from another lifetime, and that's where it's originated. So write down on a piece of paper all the things that's making you feel, because we're going to treat this from an energetic perspective. Okay, and that will give you an idea of what's running. The next thing I want you to do, if you're on the receiving end of bullying and it's affecting you and it's upsetting you in some way, I want you to Ho'oponopono the bullies, okay? So imagine they are standing in front of you, and there's a video on Ho'oponopono on this YouTube channel. Imagine they are standing in front of you. Put your hand on your heart and you go through the Ho'oponopono process. Doesn't matter even if they're the ones that are in the wrong, which they are, if they're bullies. You say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. And you keep saying it and feeling it until all of that emotion, those buried feelings have come up to be released, okay? Until you feel a lot better about it. It may take 2, 3, 4, 5 times to fully, over several days, to fully clear all the emotion, all the buried stuff that's there. So don't just go through that whole process once. If you're still feeling it the next day, you keep on going until those feelings are gone or until the beliefs have changed. Another way is to change some of the beliefs as well that are running within you. And I have another video which is on my YouTube site to help you to do that as well. Alternatively, go and see someone like me who can help you to find out the root cause and help you to feel a lot better and release whatever that trigger is, so that nobody can ever make you feel that way again, okay? It is layer by layer, so sometimes, you know, we can clear a layer and then another layer will come up later. Most of the time it's like that. But you know, get some help. Don't allow these bullies to ruin your life. Don't allow them to have control over your life, okay? So these are the first things you can do. And obviously tell somebody. Don't sit there and suffer in silence, because, you know, the problem becomes huge and it's resolvable. You know, it's not worth ruining your life. It's not worth people taking over your life, because it's just energy vibration. And, you know, this is your life. How you live it is up to you, not up to these bullies. Okay, so these are why bullies bully. Bullies bully because they're coming from a place of feeling out of control in their subconscious mind. They're coming from a place of anger, and they're coming from a place of injustice. Now, injustice anchors anger in place, okay? But when bullies bully, they need to be more powerful. They need to get their point across. They need to express their belief. They cannot accept that someone else may have a different belief. They cannot accept that, because if they did, then it would mean that what they're thinking about themselves in their subconscious mind is correct. It would mean that maybe the failure that they're running, or the not feeling good enough, or feeling that they're wrong, or blaming themselves, is being confirmed. So if somebody is bullying you, it's because they need to get their point across. They need to be heard. They need to know that they're not the ones that are wrong. They need to know they're not failures. They have to be right. They have to be in control, and they have to overpower people. And that's what bullies do, okay? So there's a lot of anger and injustice comes up with bullies. So there's some kind of experience that they have had in some lifetime, whether in this lifetime or any other lifetime, where they haven't been able to express their anger and injustice, or something has happened to them, okay? And what they've done is that they've internalized it, and at some level they blame themselves, they feel a failure, that kind of thing. That's the general sense. I'm not saying it's the same for every single one. That's the general sense in my experience as someone that works with behavioral energies. So what they do is they project their anger and injustice out in order to control their opinion very forcefully on someone else. So nobody else can be right but them. Nobody can be right. Because if someone else was right, then at a much deeper subconscious level, they suddenly start questioning everything about themselves. It happens much, much deeper. And because they've never been heard in their experience, then they haven't let go of that anger. They haven't let go of that injustice. So they're always projecting it out by the subconscious mind, looking for an easy target, looking for someone to reinforce that they're right. They need to be right. They need to be in control. And that's what's going on. I'm not making any excuses for bullies, because they need to work on this. They need to work on the fact deep down that they are good enough without needing to project and bully others, to overpower others, to feel good about themselves, to feel good about what they do, or to need to know that they're right, okay? Very often bullies need to know that they're right. They need to be. They're always projecting their stuff out, okay? So that's where bullies are coming from. Now, energetically, if you attract that bullying experience to you, then at some level you're either running the beliefs of feeling persecuted, or you're running a blocked emotion, or both, their blocked feeling from a persecution, from a bullying, from an intimidation at some moment in time. Could be childhood, could be another lifetime. It's just energy. So we're looking at it from an energetic perspective. Therefore, the universe is always responding to the vibrations, always responding to the frequencies. So you know, you've attracted that into you for some reason. Who knows what reason? We all attract some experiences to us, you know, in our lifetimes, and we haven't got a clue where they've come from. But the fact is, you know, there's always a law of attraction, always a law of cause and effect going on. So whatever you're sending out energetically in your vibrations, you are attracting back. And it can go somewhere to explaining why we have the strangest of experience sometimes, why some people have all of this run of bad luck, so it seems, or have these sudden things happen to them. You know, there's all sorts of reasons far beyond our comprehension why these things happen. But what I do when it happens to me, and it happened to me 3 weeks ago, and it was pretty nasty actually, what I did is I immediately came off Twitter, and I sat there traumatized, and I traced it back to another lifetime, and I cleared the energy from it until such point. It took 2.5 days to clear it thoroughly. Okay, doing Ho'oponopono, doing changing the beliefs, and basically accepting, feeling that emotion, allowing it to flow through me. I'd been a persecutor in another lifetime, which is why I'd attracted this experience to me, and I'd also been a victim. Okay, so I had both running. So I had to do Ho'oponopono to change that energy there, change that judgment that was within me. And I had to get in touch with what was running subconsciously and change the beliefs. And then I felt fine after that. And I've gone back on Twitter now once again. And then I blocked them. I blocked those people because what they did, I made a very innocent comment about something. Very, very innocent comment. Actually, it was about homeopathy, and the homeopathic police came in and they enlarged my picture and decided I was a homeopath, which I'm not. And they accused me of being a quack, an idiot. And this went on and on and on. They tagged people, it got retweeted, and I was expecting myself to almost trend on Twitter at that moment. So, but it was pretty shocking because it all happened in the space of about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And it spread to hundreds of people in that time. And it was like total persecution. And it was pretty shocking. I sat there and shook, absolutely shook. And I thought, where's this come from? I made the mistake of engaging with the bullies, something I advise you not to do. Just ignore them, switch off, sign out. Don't just switch off, sign out of that social media and then work on the energy within yourself. If you can, do that, or go and see a professional like me who can help you to uncover those blocks. Because, you know, life is about living. And life is about joy, and it's not about being controlled. If you don't clear the energy, then you are allowing those bullies to take control of your life for the rest of your life. And, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, you know, because it's their anger. It's their anger being projected at you. It's got nothing to do with you in many ways. It's just their anger being directed out. You're just a target, if you like. You're a receptacle because they never expressed that anger at the time that they had it. I'm not making any excuses for them. They need to work on their stuff, but you work, if you're on the receiving end, you work on releasing your stuff so that if it does happen again, if for any reason, and sometimes it can happen again, then at least you won't feel the way you feel. You'll feel a lot more empowered. You'll perhaps just learn to ignore them because, you know, if you're on social media, most people at some point are going to become under attack because we've got a lot of anger and injustice coming up in the world to be released, and social media is the prime spot for that. You can see a lot of negativity out there. So if you have any questions, if you want to take me up on my services, if you've been bullied, or if you are a bully yourself and you want to resolve this and you're aware that you're being controlling and manipulative, then come and have a session with me. I work on Skype, and I'm on www.transformationalenergyexpert.com. Don't let anybody rule your life. You are in control of your life. That means you are in control of the vibrations you send out, which means you are in control of releasing those triggers and being the beautiful creative soul that you are. So please, please don't let anybody else rule your life. It's up to you. You're not a victim. You are empowered. And remember that. Okay, bye.